everybody, and welcome to MicroVolts Surge. As you may have noticed, MicroVolts has now officially changed its name to MicroVolts Surge, which offers a complete revamp of the user interface and a complete overhaul in the gameplay. So let's go ahead and log right in here. And as soon as you log in, you will notice that there is a loading screen, and you will jump right into the plaza if you have selected the option to jump right into plaza without selecting your character. So let's go ahead and go into what you would normally go into. I just selected this checkbox here, go directly into Plaza next time you log in, so it just saves unnecessary character selection time. It just wastes time since I always use Pandora anyway. So you will notice there was also a new character called Kai, and he is the character that we have all been waiting for from Toy War. So friendly introduction to him, introducing him to the game. So let's select on normal Pandora right here and hop right into the plaza. So I will be going over the new features, and you will notice that there is a complete overhaul in the UI, and I will explain that in just a minute. So go ahead and press the tab button, which allows us to pop up the UI in which we can access the inventory, the shop, the capsule, and you will notice there is a new button, which is the party system. So let's go ahead and hop into the matchmaking system and create a party, and this is the clan match button. So if you invite all members that are in a clan together, you will be able to create a clan match. And basically, you can invite anyone you want into a party. So we've got a clan, friends, and also the players recommended, which a lot of people show up on, which is why I was getting those annoying invites earlier. Now, moving on, you can invite all your friends here and then go into matchmaking mode, which is essentially finding another random party, and it's not really matchmaking, so you will see a lot of stomping going on. And let's go ahead and look at the clan match system, and it is basically the same as it was before. You just create what you want, you can select your modes, and you will be able to go into the standby list of the clans, and you can just, if you have a full party, you'll be able to enter them. And I would normally just invite my clanmates, and if you're from the same clan, you'll be able to start a clan match. So this is the general matchmaking if you want to play non-clan related scrims as such, but I don't really do that anyway. So back into the plaza, you spawn on that bookshelf here, you just jump down and you will see the capsule, and it is essentially the same. We've got your Kai parts and your ordinary old capsule, and it's just a little bit of an upgrade from what it was before, just a little bit of easier navigation, but nothing much of a difference there. And if you go ahead and press tab once again to bring up the mouse so we can move around, instead of having that ordinary crosshair, you'll be able to see your character information on the bottom left, and you'll be able to select your character. And I'm not going to do that because it's a waste of time as of now. So this is your, your mail that you get in the past, and the new plaza is filled with bugs, and if you press tab, you will see which plaza you're in, so you can invite your friends to the plaza to, just chill out. It's sort of a park thing, but they limit the players. I think it's about 20 players, so it doesn't lag too much, but that, I think it's a good system to have. But the UI is not very user-friendly, so not complaining too much. You just kind of have to get used to it, to be honest with you. And I'm getting a lot of invitations, but let's continue with the video anyway. So you'll see that there are emotes. So I'm gonna actually bug, and you'll see that when I crouch and press enter and type propose, I will be spinning and moving around. One of the new interesting bugs here, and you can chill with your friends here. This is the single way button, and that, I believe, goes into the shop, but I'm not going to go there now. So, as you can see, you're ordinary old, and if you really want to play a match, you'll be able to see the lobby list, which is not very user-friendly at all, since the whole game is now separated into just simply 2 servers. You will have a heck of a time flicking through the pages, which is not very user-friendly as of now. Hoping they'll improve that later on, but moving on, you can see, you can go to single player, you can go to matchmaking options, which is basically your quick match if you want to go into auto match, which just places you in a random room. So if you want to play free-for-alls, item match, and press auto match, it's basically your old quick match, and you can create your room here. So let's go ahead and just create the room. Random password, and loading back in. You can see you have now a random map selection, which is absolutely great. I don't need to, think about what map I have to choose when I go into free-for-alls and search, because I like to play all the maps, and you will see that the UI is completely changed. You can see your weapons on the left-hand side, and you enable observers, all your ordinary old stuff, change your settings, players, and minutes, and that is basically it for the creating rooms. You just simply join it and press ready on the bottom right. Now, moving on, you will see that there are missions. If you press tab and open them up, click on the mission at the top, or just simply your old achievements booklet button, whatever, you will be able to see missions. These are your guide missions, which introduce you into the new UI, which is absolutely great, and it also gives you free MP. I got around, I do believe, 10k from this, and it is absolutely great for new players to get into the game. And the UI revamping it's not the best, but this will help you out a lot. And if you finish that, you'll be able to go into the main missions, which I haven't unlocked yet. So if someone adds me on accept, I will be able to finish that guide mission, go to the main missions, which I will show you in a bit. So you can see we also have the daily missions, which you can reset it, but I do believe only once, and these are just simply as it says on the tin, just missions that you complete daily. You got your random selection of missions that just pop up every day, and you complete them, you get MP, which is absolutely great. Now you don't have to farm for it, you can just simply play and, play as you go along and get those daily missions completed with. So, as you can see, it is not the most user-friendly, and the player list is kind of confusing to get used to. You're going to have to, move around a little bit with your mouse just to find where everything is. It's a bit all spread out just to make room for the center, so, you can see the whole screen in your plaza, but other than that, I think the new UI is very polished. It's a breath of fresh air as such. So I'm not quite sure what that is. These are your tutorials and your help, and you will notice that when you first start the game and you haven't completed any guide missions yet, you can just press F1 and it will come up with that. So you've got all your help in the UI. So if you ever need to get any help on your changing or anything, like your UI configuration or whatever, and you want to know what's what, you'll be able to access that. So that's kind of a nice thing to have. And you got your emoticons right here, as I said before. And moving on, we have our weapons and the actual gameplay, which I have quite a lot to talk about. And there have been quite a few complaints on pretty much everything. So you will now notice that advanced weapons compared to the MP weapons are exactly the same. I will go back into my inventory here, and you see that I've upgraded this on projectile speed, so it will be slightly different to my MP version, but it is exactly the same stats. So the yellow is my currently equipped weapon, and the red is what you will equip. So this is 840 power, and they're exactly the same stats, and supposedly what you have now is the advanced weapons are simply just a cosmetic kind of thing. It is different color, and you will also have a high chance of upgrading your weapons. You will also notice that you can now upgrade from level 1 to level 9, and after level 5 you will have a really high chance of breaking your weapon, and when you break your weapon you have to pay a hefty amount of MP, about 13k, in order to repair it. Now, it's great for those players who want to have a cosmetic upgrade and everything, but it's quite agitating if you don't have the MP in order to do it. But you do have an extra incentive now to get the actual MP. So I do believe Wooty just added me, so I'll just add him back again, and I've completed the guide mission. So you just click that and you'll be able to finish it. So now I've unlocked all my main missions, which is basically your ordinary old achievements, and nothing pretty much as a mission of such. I do believe there are a few new achievements every Maybe I might be wrong, but I'm not sure. And the main thing is just the guide missions that the daily missions really introduce you and help you in get into the game. So back to the weapons again. You will notice all the stats have changed. So you've got your shotguns, and these have changed slightly. The ACME cannon has been completely nerfed. We do have 2000 HP now, so everything has been balanced in some proportion besides the rifle, the shotguns, and the grenades. Now, the metagame has completely changed in the game. Everyone goes for the rockets. Rockets are a very popular choice right now. Everyone loves their rockets because they're buffed into proportion. We've got around the 800 power here, as you can all see, which is basically approximately 3 hits. So, but not your grenades. Your grenades are very, very weak. You see 675 power. That's way more. And if you have a capsule tank, you will be able to go all the way up to around, I do believe, 520 or 540 HP. And wow, that is quite the tank. You'll need, I don't know, I do believe like six hits for that. Not sure. No, not 6 hits for that. Around 4 or 5 hits for that, and that is ridiculous because assuming your grenades all hit in the center of blast radius, it is not the most appropriate balancing issue there. So we've got the auto bows have completely changed as well. You can see the rifles are not even balanced as such. It is now around 200 power, which is exactly the same as it was before, except for like a 10 power difference, which is not even noticeable. Trust me, it is. We've got 2000 HP now, and you will need 10 plus shots to kill one person. And I personally think that is ridiculous. And the rifles definitely do need to be upgraded. And you will notice that the gold autobow, the silver autobow, and bronze autobow, each of them, as you go down, they are all inferior to each other. So you can see all these stats and notice the power: 229, 224, and 218. Now my question is, what is the point in even buying silver and bronze anymore? You can just buy the gold autobow, and it completely dominates the pepper as well. Look at it; it's better at pepper and everything. So there's absolutely no point in even buying the pepper anymore. So that is an issue there. You will also see that the Lucky Charms and the Clovers have all had their speed upgraded. So you can see it is now 640 run speed, and the Hammer also had its speed upgraded as well. So it is a higher speed now, but I do have a problem with the green drawing pencil. It is slower than the chainsaw and the folding shovel, which should not be at all. But moving on from the weapons, you can see now that you will have what is it? Oh yeah, explosion armor and bullet armor, and that is essentially what it says on the tin. Explosion armor reduction and bullet armor, and that only accounts for your head and your face. So you will see a reduction in HP and speed upgrades, as in the bonuses that you get on your armor, but it's not a noticeable difference because the rest of the capsule items are still pretty powerful, as you may have guessed. The Glacier is still 14% speed, and the MP and RT, I believe, are approximately the same. Yeah. So the MP and RT items are now exactly the same, except that you do get MP bonuses for buying the RT stuff. So there still is an incentive there. They're not exactly the same, and same goes for with the accessories and everything. So this is, you could say, a complete overhaul of the game, as it really did change the metagame in the 1C. So there pretty much is no difference between RT and MP now in terms of the shop items and the capsule items. They claim that all of the capsule items don't need repair, but as you can see, the Silver Bass does need repairing, and I don't really want to upgrade it yet because I might break, and I think I still have to pay a hefty amount of RT to actually upgrade. And you can see that you can protect your weapon from the failing, which is just screams that Rock Hippo Productions are still wanting to suck out every dime you have in your wallet, but other than that, it is an interesting system because when you go up to level 9, I do believe after level 5, every single stat on your weapon actually upgrades instead of the chosen stat you chose to upgrade. And so you can see this is power, and it will still go up in power after level 5, but everything else would upgrade besides reload speed, I believe. So as you can see, my Hornet has failed twice and it has broken twice, so I am down to around 43k MP, but that's fine. So the god weapons now are basically just cosmetic. You can see Hyperion, This is 299 power. It is not as strong as it was before, and the Lucifer, you have to take into account that these cannot be upgraded. So my Silver Bass at level 9 will probably be just as fast as the Lucifer, and since the Remarker Ratchet is there as well, and you can upgrade it to level 9, I do believe that it is 10 speed faster than the Lucifer. So you can, as you may notice, these are now purely cosmetic. Besides the Percy's still pretty powerful, as you can see. The shotguns are very weak now, only 412 power. It does take a lot of hits to take down an enemy. As you can see, all these gods, you will find that if you do have god weapons, you won't get kicked as much now, because they're pretty much redundant. You can see 980 power, that's still under 2 hits, and I think it is a change for the good. Now, you'll see that the Predator is very weak now, not as powerful as it was before. So is the Potato Prime Bazooka series. You can see 770 power, 800. This is 800, and the bullet speed has been reduced significantly. The bullet speed used to be just as fast, if not faster than my advanced pocket rocket, and that was absolutely ridiculous. So you can see that has gotten absolutely nerfed, and it is the complete metagame that has been changed, absolutely turned around. So you will see now everyone will be going around with rockets, and we have like 2000 HP now. So this is my capsule set, and as you can see, I do have a mixture of speed and HP, and you will see that the capsule still really is up there and overpowered, and the new parts are just in the shop are just pretty much redundant. You don't get as much speed. You get around, I do believe, 7%, and I have a mixture, including my Raptor set stuff, and it is quite the tank. So if I go full tank into my Raptor, you'll see that I have 2 for 80 HP. Now, if you take into account the rifle damage and the grenade damage, you will be able to see that it does take a ridiculous amount of damage in order to kill someone, and it's quite, it is not nice. It is overpowered, and the metagame is completely changed. So let's go ahead and hop into a room here, and I'll show you myself how the metagame has changed. So let's go ahead and go into a free-for-all match here. So as you can see, I'm still pretty confused at how it actually works. So I believe the mode, so we can sort out the mode. So you've got all your free-for-all matches, and since everything is now one server, it is kind of nice that you can navigate, and also you can give a room number, which is absolutely great. Since everything is all in one server, you do experience lag. Now, that is one of the issues that I've had with the game as it has opened. It does lag a lot. So let's go ahead and go into the game here. As you can see, it is in progress, but I could always go into player mode in a minute if someone leaves. So when you hop into the game here, you will see the lobby. I mean, you will see the weapons on your side. So you can hide that if you want. You'll see what you have. So a lot of people complain that when they go into the match, they have basics. They select the wrong character. Now you will see what weapons you have, and it is pretty blatantly obvious. So there'll be no more of that. That is solved, luckily, and overall, you could argue that the game is balanced, but the weapon hierarchy is balanced, but the weapons themselves aren't quite balanced, as the MG is very underpowered. So is the grenades, and so the shotguns, and the snipers. They are meant to one hit, but as you can see, it's 1,900 power. With RNG, you'll be around 2,000, but that does not always take to your RNG. So you will see the Seagull and the Hunter, they're approximately the same now, and they've balanced that the new weapons and the old weapons will be almost, if not exactly, the same, except for a few drawbacks here and there. So let's go ahead and hop into the game here. I'll play a little bit because my ping is not FPS is not exactly great now, since the game is still poorly optimized. But I will show you what it's like to have a game. As you can see, that does not one-shot, and the rifles are extremely weak. I did not manage to kill that player. The player probably had full tank, and it is quite the issue with the ping as well. I normally get approximately 24 ms, and the game's poorly optimized, so that's not great. But overall, I think the update tried to change things for the good. As you can see, 2 Hornet hits, not very good. Didn't completely do anything, and that player still survived. It wasn't, the metagame just completely changed. The shotguns don't do a particularly lot of damage, and it is the rockets that dominate the game. As you can see, everyone's using rockets now, and it's overpowered, as one would say. You see, that player has the full Raptor tank, which is the 240 hit bonus HB, and it does take quite a bit. As you can see, everyone in the room is quite the lagger. I normally get around 24, I'm getting around 42, and I'm spiking. You can see there are a few warps here and there, but I think that is because the server capacity is not handling it well. There are a lot of players in one server now connecting all together, so I would imagine that they would need to buy a new server in order to handle the amount of players, so the game actually runs smoothly. But overall, it is a change for the good. But there are a few tweaks here and there. The user interface definitely needs to be changed a little bit, just so it is slightly more user-friendly. And basically, if you want to check the game out yourself, just click the link in the description box below. And this has been MicroVolts Surge, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.